Donnie and Dolly, the team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
That's what I'm talking about. All of our guests today, including Ross Tucker, standing by, brought to you by the Bayside Oceanfront Resort, located oceanside in beautiful Parksville. The Bayside Resort is one of Vancouver Island's premier spots to get away, unwind, and recharge with a locally inspired menu. In their breathtaking restaurant, their panoramic ocean view guest rooms, and on-site pool and fitness center, the Bayside Resort, your one-stop shop for relaxation. Book your island getaway today at BaysideOceanfrontResort.com. Joined now by Ross Tucker from the Ross Tucker Football Podcast and Westwood One, the former Washington Commander. Ross Tucker is a former member of the Washington football team. What'd you think of that name?
Yeah, not a big fan. Which, by the way, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to people now when they ask. I started my career in Washington and ended it there. So when people say, what teams did you play for? It's like Cowboys, Bills, Patriots, Browns, and Commanders? Or do I say the R word? Or do I say Washington? But if you say Washington, it just sounds weird. So it's kind of a weird situation to be in for sure.
Yeah, a lot of syllables there. I have a problem with that. It's tough on.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing too, Donnie. Let me just say, the correct answer was the Warthogs. The Washington Warthogs.
Lots of fun.
Warthogs are awesome. And remember when they were good in the 80s and early 90s?
Hogs.
They were led by their offensive line, the Hogs. So you could have had same color scheme, Washington Warthogs. Hey, you going to the Hogs game? And I would have loved to have said I was a Buffalo Bill, a Patriot, a Hog, Commander. Commander sounds like an XFL or USFL team name. It's just so generic. It's lame.
It is. Joe Burrow, the first quarterback in NFL history to go to a Super Bowl after leading the league in getting sacked. What does that say about him?
Well, that he's pretty tough, number one. He made it through the whole year with taking that many sacks, and that he can operate under duress. He's had pressure on him all season, and yet he's found a way to be able to deliver the football, in particular to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and make enough big plays to get the Bengals here. It's really remarkable. I mean, now some of those sacks, I think he needs to do a better job of getting rid of the ball, throwing it away, not taking some of those sacks. So some of those are on Joe, but it's really, really impressive to be at this point where, you've gotten sacked that many times, and yet in your first full season as a quarterback in the NFL, you're in the Super Bowl for a franchise that's never won one. They hadn't won a playoff game since 91. They had 5 straight losing seasons. They had won 6 games total the last 2 years. I mean, Joe Burrow is kind of the poster child for why you want to get the number 1 pick and get a guy like that who can just totally change the entire fortunes of the franchise.
Yeah, you mentioned being tough. The knee injury last year, you mentioned not playing a full season last year. All he went through in Detroit and the pressure with the one season in Los Angeles, how do you think Matthew Stafford's going to react to the pressure of a Super Bowl appearance?
Donnie, that's 3 straight questions from you. Have we muted
Rick's afraid. He's afraid of you.
Rick in here?
He's afraid.
Looks like he's wearing a nice, pink shirt or something.
It's not pink, it's salmon. And I always, Ross, you should know this as a pro athlete, and playing in the NFL. Know your identity, know your role. I'm the backup here. The star's over here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like my identity as what was second fiddle guy.
He's afraid of you, Ross. Bottom line.
Know your identity.
Well, I'm just wondering, if you literally just muted his mic, or you said, "Hey,
I think about it all the time. I think about it all the time.
I like being in the background. The star's over there.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Here's what I would say. I'm going to answer Donnie's question. I'm also going to say this, Rick. I am very hopeful you asked me a specific question. Not to put any pressure on you.
I got a good one.
But I'm hopeful that you look at my social media and ask me a specific question
Ooh.
whenever your turn. Are we doing like a 5-to-1 ratio? Donnie gets 5, Rick gets 1.
Yeah, well,
Not sure. Is that the metric system up there? Is that the Dolly system? Stafford, you know what's crazy, Donnie? To answer your question. By the way, I love doing that. I love like talking for 30 seconds and then getting back to the question. Meanwhile,
did it well.
none of the people watching even remember what the question is. They don't even care. But yet I still go back to it because I care about you, Donnie, and I care about your inquiries. So here's what I would say. It is kind of wild that Matthew Stafford couldn't even win a playoff game in Detroit in 12 years, vis-a-vis what we just said about Joe Burrow. In his first full year getting a downtrodden franchise like the Bengals in the Super Bowl, I'm not saying that to put Stafford down. It's more to prop up Burrow and what he's accomplished. I'll be thrilled for Matthew Stafford if they win the Super Bowl, and not just him, Eric Weddle, Andrew Whitworth, Aaron Donald's been such an awesome player. But I got to be honest with you. I want the Bengals to win this game. And I want the Bengals to win this game because they've never won a Super Bowl. You know what that would mean to the people of Ohio, of Northern Kentucky? I mean, the people in L.A., they'd be like, oh, yeah, cool. I'll be thinking about that when I'm surfing my waves tomorrow, dude. Like, they don't really care. They're not really Rams fans. They don't deserve to win a Super Bowl. They already live on the beach, and they got a lot of money, and all they do is go to the beach and drink all day. So I don't want the Rams to win because of that. I want the Bengals to win. Those people in Ohio need it. If you root for the Rams, unless you have money on them, you have no soul.
All right, Ross, I need some help, okay? This is the question. Please don't rip me. Anyways, I got some people coming over for the big game. Food-wise, what does Mr. Tucker, what do you recommend? Okay, we know the Super Bowl is the beer. I got it ready. Pizza, nachos. What else? What is at the Tucker abode on Sunday when you're watching the game?
So many good things there, Rick. So First of all, that's not the question I wanted you to ask, but that is a good question.
Thank you.
Secondly, the way you said abode sounded like exactly the way you guys say about. So I don't know if you called my house an abode or an about.
I did. At the Tucker abode, the house. Yeah, same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Well, first of all, what beer do you have?
Oh, come on. We none of the last time you got me in trouble because I didn't know. What didn't I know?
IPA.
IPAs. People rip me on Twitter. What kind of idiot doesn't know that?
What kind of beer is it?
It's going to be Molson Canadian. Best beer. Nice and cold. Maybe some kokanee. Okay, that's about it.
Oh, no.
What's kokanee?
Oh, no.
It's a Canadian beer.
The BC beer.
A BC beer, and the kootenae's so good. You would love kokanee, Ross.
I like local beers. I would try. I would drink the crap out of some kokanee. I'd be like, kokanee. It'd be amazing.
So, glacier. It comes from the glaciers or something like that. Anyways.
All right, here's what I would tell you, okay? Number one, okay, you need to have at least 8 bags of Doritos.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Doritos. Somehow we put a man on the moon in 1969, and yet after all these years, 50-some years, we still have not been able to create a potato chip even close to the Dorito.
Yes.
So you can't mess around with other potato chips. You need bags and bags of Doritos.
Right.
Then hummus. Rick, do you know what hummus is?
No, I'm going to pass on that.
Well, you know what hummus is?
Well, I've heard it, but I don't know technically what it is. I've heard the term, Ross. I've seen it in movies. I get it, but I haven't
seen it in movies.
No, I've seen people
You've
say
seen it in movies.
What?
I've seen.
What movie was
does that
hummus
even
featured?
mean?
I've seen it mentioned in movies. I've seen it physically. I haven't come close to it physically in my life. Anyways.
It's ground up chickpeas.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Okay.
It's healthy.
Okay.
And you can stick anything in there, Rick.
Okay.
Carrots, pretzels, pretzel chips, which are a new thing that I really love. It's like a thinner pretzel.
Yes.
It's the shape of a chip, but it's a pretzel taste.
Okay.
Get those at Costco. They're delicious. So I'm big, look, pizza, you can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Wings, you can never go wrong.
Oh, right, wings.
But I'm talking about the ancillary snacks, bags and bags of Doritos and hummus.
I like it.
And by the way, Rick, your question should be about my tweet and Instagram post last Wednesday at Ross Tucker NFL when I tweeted a picture of having 3 scoops of ice cream and a beer on my lap at an ice hockey game.
Oh, yeah, you were at the Hershey Bears game.
Hershey Bears.
Yes.
Second row, right next to the opposing team's penalty box. I
Wow.
love it. I always try to offer the kids beer. They're always like, no, I'm not allowed. But I'm like, here, I'll give it to you. I don't care. I'll go buy another one. Let me squeeze it in. You give me a puck for my daughter, I'll give you one of these beers. That would be a legendary moment. If I played hockey, you have to sit there for 2 minutes anyway. You might as well have a beer.
That's it.
In fact, you know what should happen? What's it called? Kokanee?
Kokanee.
Kokanee should sponsor the Canucks opposing team penalty box.
That's it.
And have Kokanees in there rather than the Gatorade or the water. Have a Kokanee and let the guy chug a Kokanee while he's in the penalty box. Anyway, I love AHL hockey. I love live hockey. I don't know why we can't get hockey to look better on TV. Yeah. It just doesn't show how fast they're moving. Mm-hmm. You just can't tell. But second row, man, hitting, it was awesome.
The physical. You must love the
fight really early. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, you must love the physicality, Ross, of hockey.
I love the speed of it, and I like the physicality. I like fights.
Yeah.
I think it's natural to say that I like watching people get punched in the face. Like, I'd pay $100 right now for you and Donnie to just start punching each other. I'll give you $50 each.
Yeah.
Ryan will put $20 in right there. You guys have $70 each.
No.
You guys will be so tired after 30 seconds, you'll be done.
30.
Nobody will actually get hurt. And for $70, you can buy a lot of Kokanee.
Kokanee. Taylor's killing me in a fight.
No. A bowl of hummus would be on the line.
Hummus.
Here's the thing, though. Rick packs a hammer with the right hand because he's got the cell phone in it.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's almost like having brass knuckles. You got that cell phone in it because he's breaking news. Hold on a second. I got to punch Donnie.
Yeah.
Boom. With the cell phone.
Or just throw the cell phone like a weapon. Okay, so you want the Bengals to win. You said that. You went on record. Who wins, though, on Sunday?
I think the Rams win like 24-23, but as I'm going to mention today on the Even Money Betting podcast, I love the Bengals getting 4.5 points. So if you are so inclined, love the Bengals getting the point straight up. I think the Rams are probably a little bit better, so it'll be lame if LA wins. I'll go 24-23 Rams. The 8 Rams fans that are real will be very excited, I'm sure.
All right.
After the show, we'll go out and we'll get Rick some hummus. And a Kokanee.
Hummus and a Kokanee and a fight. Yeah, that's a good day. That's a heck of a day.
Can
Ross, look at the screen. There's a Kokanee right there.
Can you see this?
Oh, that's how you spell it?
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like a C. We got to get a Kokanee sponsorship.
Yes, I agree with that.
We're on our way with this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Ross, you're in command of that segment. Love it. Like a commander.
I just go on people's shows and just take over. It's more fun that way.
Yeah, we know.
I care about the questions you're going to ask me.
Football.
Ross, what do you think about football? Yeah. No, let's talk about Kokanee and penalty boxes and fights and hummus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Less work for us. We're all for it. Ross, have a good time watching the game. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. See you, dudes.
Ross Tucker, Westwood One, Ross Tucker Football Podcast, wants the Bengals to win, thinks the Rams will emerge victorious.
Yep.
There you go. A break. Donnie Dolly, the team on Jack.